Elon Musk's excitement level in Dogecoin is continuing to increase as we right now have a Dogecoin breakout on the brinks. Take a look at this chart right here. You can see the pattern clearly forming, the triangle with an upward direction breakout extremely likely here. If you look at all of the averages, they are starting to form into one more solid line here as Dogecoin continues to find a lot of support around this price area. Elon Musk is of course not even anywhere close to done supporting it. However, though, as we take a look at exactly what he just said recently, first, before getting to that, let's go ahead and show this. Dogecoin buyers could rely on this breakout possibility. We already have positive articles like that coming out suggesting that Dogecoin's price is on target for a major move pretty soon here, and it's easy to say that, oh, the chart will show a breakout. Okay, well then it's going to happen. It's much harder to actually combine that with a more bullish looking market, which is what we're seeing right now with Ethereum going up a decent ways as of recent. With multiple altcoins breaking out right now, there's energy in the market, enough energy in fact, to cause Dogecoin to break out if it has enough momentum at this exact point in time right now. Now, when we see the same exact pattern a few months ago, it wouldn't matter nearly as much because we did not have the same bullish type of market, the same bullish type of energy that could cause a breakout to happen, not just in the future like I was talking about, but right at this very instant, right now. That's what we want to see happening. Let's go ahead and take a look though at this article about Elon Musk. Dogecoin is Elon Musk's favorite cryptocurrency. Here's why, and it goes in detail about what's not to love. Elon Musk also being a guest on the Full Sim podcast recently, in which he talked about Dogecoin and how he still continues to support it heavily, and went into detail about exactly why, and his plans for that are absolutely massive. So if you want to see me break down what he said on the Full Sim podcast and how much Elon Musk is going to be supporting Dogecoin, you're welcome to subscribe with the notifications on, and you can do just that. See my breakdown of it. Doge, Ethereum, and Shiba Inu need to merge, says AF Tech 72. How exactly is that going to work? So Doge, Ethereum, Shiba Inu all merging. I'm not exactly sure what that would entail. What does that mean? One price for all of them? It seems a little bit hard to do, right? I mean, how are Shiba Inu and Dogecoin going to have the same price? I don't know. I mean, if it could happen and it would be good, maybe for like a day. I don't know. I don't see any way it could happen though. Matt, you're going to miss your YouTube channel, says Rusty. Yes, if Dogecoin does not hit $1 by the end of the year, what's my commitment? Is that you will press the like button. I will delete my YouTube channel. Dogecoin must hit $1 for my YouTube channel to remain in active status, not be deleted, in other words. So yes, that's how confident I am. I'm putting a lot on the line. Dogecoin will be hitting $1 by the end of the year, specifically because of the moon mission, and Elon Musk is not giving up on Dogecoin. He just said he plans to support it seriously, not just a little bit, not just a tiny bit. He also has been talking about his Shiba Inu all over the internet, which is a lot of fun to see. I mean, just think about how crazy it is that Elon Musk not only has a Dogecoin dog, but also plans to put Dogecoin on the moon, while also holding a lot of Dogecoin and getting Tesla to accept all at the same time. That's a lot of benefits right there, just from one person being able to do all of that. Now, we don't want to get too caught up on Elon Musk being the only thing that can cause it to spike, because there are actually community-driven spikes that are very, very, very common amongst Dogecoin. In fact, the biggest spike of all time for Dogecoin only had a little bit to do with Elon Musk. A lot of it was just exchanges listing Dogecoin. That was a huge part of the reason why it went up so much. It was perfect timing. It was a big, massive event, but it also did kind of mislead people into thinking that the all-time high was significantly higher than the real, true all-time high was in terms of actual metrics of what was capable of being held. So Dogecoin does not have to go back as far as you may think to reach a metrically accurate all-time high. Watching you from Tenerife on holidays, I'm not sure what that means, but hopefully you had fun with that. Rusty said, don't delete it. No, Matt, don't go. No, delete your channel now, says Daniel. Wow, Daniel, that's very nice, buddy. Daniel's like, all right, I'm not a Dogecoin fan. I have all my money in Bitcoin, says Daniel. He's a Bitcoin maxi, and he wants us to delete our channel so that Dogecoin won't spike. I see how it is. Noble does not believe in Dogecoin. That's understandable. You don't have to. Most people don't, right? That's one of the reasons why it's so underrated right now. If everyone believed in it, it would already have the same market cap as Bitcoin does. It doesn't. It doesn't even have the same market cap as Ethereum. It has a long way to go to reach those numbers, and it will absolutely do that. That's what the upside comes from. If you were already invested in a coin that everyone already believed in, already had all the metrics in place, then you wouldn't be having that high upside. You'd only have a small upside like you have with Bitcoin, which is still decent upside, but nothing compared to Dogecoin, right? Elon Musk will burn Doge for us, says Alex Johnson. I agree with that. And a Ghosty Joker says that we will have to see if the channel is deleted. And Pavel says Doge will save Robinhood. That's absolutely possible. I mean, Robinhood absolutely needs to be saved right now. Insane things happening. You heard about the lawsuit. $60 million, massive lawsuit, 30 million lawsuits being thrown left and right. Vlad Titev, you remember when he had his phone actually taken by the authorities to be investigated in terms of what happened with the AMC stock craziness, of the tobacco, of the meme craze there, where Robinhood shut down some of the stuff. We also have this. Every U.S. crypto exchange and Binance is now being investigated by the SEC, and this is coming from a leak on the inside. Widely circulated reports say that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is investigating 20 billion crypto exchange Coinbase, and that is just the tip of the iceberg, according to one staffer from the U.S. Senator Cynthia Loomis, who's a Republican of Wyoming. Her office, that's where the senator staffer works. The staffer says that every U.S. crypto exchange and the largest crypto exchange in the world, Binance, are in various stages of being investigated. There are more than 40. Let me go back to this. There are more than 40 U.S. cryptocurrency exchanges, according to the U.S. crypto data site CoinGecko. The SEC has not responded to multiple requests for comment, coming in the wake of a number of SEC actions asserting the regulator's domain over the crypto industry, and an equally strong response by the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, pushing back against what it characterizes as regulation through enforcement. The staffer says the SEC urgently wants to resolve its dispute with the CFTC over crypto jurisdiction in the matter. If it isn't resolved internally, he says legislators would have to get involved. And so that's what we could see here. Remember, no branch of government has too much power, fortunately. So the SEC, they're technically considered, I mean, they're not really a branch of government officially, but in some ways they're like a branch of the government. They do have a decent amount of power in their own right. That is limited, though, by the way the government is structured. And so fortunately for us as crypto investors, they cannot do too much, but they can certainly do some things. They can file lawsuits left and right. That's one power they have. They can put investigations in place. Can they actually follow through on putting consequences in place for those investigations? Now, that is something they may not have power to do. Have you seen anyone actually having serious negative consequences as a result of an SEC investigation? Not yet. The only examples of that are specific cases related to wire fraud and related to illegal activity by specific individuals. And even that has not had any crazy ramifications yet. We have not seen anyone go to jail for a really long time for this or have any major fine. That is still up on the table as to if they even can be charged fully for some of these things if it's not technically set fully in place, legally speaking, which it will have to be in order for them to be charged. The SEC cannot set those laws. They can just simply enforce laws that are already on the books, and they can only do so through the guidelines of what's considered under their exact specification of rule. If I think I made up like 2 of those words, but whatever. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Hopefully. Whatever. I hope Dogecoin reaches $1, but if it doesn't, and you delete your channel, are you just going to make a new one that says Marty Mart? I shall go and work at McDonald's. I feel like that's the way to go. I can flip some burgers, make some fries. McDonald's. If you ever see Matt working at McDonald's, it means Dogecoin didn't hit $1. How about that? Wife is mad that she gave away thousands to invest wisely, and I put it all in Dogecoin. LOL. Says AF Tech. She will be very happy. Let me just put it this way: you will probably be having another baby when Dogecoin spikes again, and of course that entails exactly what I suggested. It entails. Your wife will be very happy. We'll put it that way. Dogecoin to $69, says Alex Johnson. I like the sound of that. And I put $5 in the thumbnail. The reason why is because with the moon landing, that's really a higher side target. That's an option on the table of how high it could go from the massive publicity that gets and the massive use case that comes along with the Doge 1 satellite mission that will also be happening in theory around the same time. Both those projected for the end of this year before the year's over. Those are both supposed to happen. Elon Musk just posted a picture of a Starship rocket showing how real this entire thing is. But that's why $5, the realistic prediction between $1 to $2, the high upside around $5 to $6 in terms of where Dogecoin could go from this. That's the highest possible I could see it going. Now, technically, sure, it could go a little higher, but I do not see it going too much higher than that, at least from that specific spike. In the future, what the heck? What the heck? Silly notification. What the heck do you think you're doing, buddy? But let's go and take a look at Elon Musk's Twitter page here. You can see he is posting a lot of fun stuff. He also challenged the CEO of Twitter to a public debate about if the users of Twitter are fake or not. LMAO, no, 67%, yes, 33%. So 33% of people think that less than 5% of Twitter data users are That actually was a very accurate Freudian slip. Twitter daily losers, not Twitter daily users. And I consider myself one of the losers who uses Twitter too much. I mean, what can we say? Twitter could be very addicting sometimes. But yes, we're all losers if we spend too much time on Twitter, including myself. What can we say? It is what it is. So less than 5% of Twitter daily active losers are fake/spam. I'm just going to go with it. Whatever. Yes says 33%. No says 67%. I happen to agree with the 67%. The percentage of daily active Twitter losers who are not bots is definitely more than 5%, or definitely less than 5. What was it? Definitely less than 95%. Well, however you would say that. Basically, there's more than 5% of Twitter daily active losers that are bots. That's absolutely easy to confirm. You can see this. Elon Musk also posting a video of this Starship rocket. Pretty incredible how massive that thing is. It actually looks unreal. I mean, the dynamics of the physics of this thing is just ridiculous because it's so long and tall. And yes, that's what she said. But still, I mean, it's ridiculously skinny. And the fact that it can still be aerodynamic, it can still fly, and even land on its own is just insane. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. How can you even comprehend something that big and long landing and flying and to such a high level of accuracy? I mean, it's truly spectacular. Obviously, a lot of work goes into this. Previous rockets you've seen have been significantly thicker. Wow, you know what? If we had any of the characters from The Office really on the show right now, they'd be having an absolute field day. Of course, Michael Scott, if he was right here right now, I mean, I don't think he could contain his laughter. By the way, we need a season 2, or not a season 2, but a season reboot of The Office. We need the next season. Come on. What are you waiting for, Office? We want another season. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. It's about dang time. Michael Scott, I think, is the reason they're not doing it. If he agreed, they'd probably do it. Matt, what's the best platform to buy stocks and cryptocurrency? Coming in from Nestor. Now, there's a lot of different ways to look at that. You probably shouldn't be buying crypto and stocks on the same platform. In terms of buying crypto, I am definitely a fan of Kraken. I think it has a lot of the features that you need if you want to be a high-level trader. If you want to put a lot of money in and you want to be transferring in and out, you may want to use an exchange like Kraken, which does have low fees and things like that. But if you're just looking for basic crypto and stock investing, there's a reason why Robinhood has a lot of the Dogecoin community's attention. There's no reason if you only have a smaller amount to invest, like a few $100s, that you shouldn't just use Robinhood because it's way easier in terms of taxes and everything. If you have a few thousand, then that's when you get into the territory of, okay, it's a bit of a bigger size, right? You may want to put it in an exchange that's significantly more advanced. If you have a few thousand in Robinhood, that's okay. That's the area where it's kind of debatable. But when you start to get into like 10,000 or more, you're definitely going to want to have a more advanced exchange. You can also just hold your crypto on decentralized places like MetaMask. That's a really good place to do it. Your keys, your wallet, you actually own the crypto. MetaMask, they can't shut you out of it because you actually own the crypto. It's yours. So what are they going to do, right? The only way it could happen is if somehow the entire cryptocurrency market was hacked, which is extremely unlikely, right? Knock on wood a little bit there. We don't want that to happen, do we? Matt, delete Doge channel and start a new Shiba Inu channel. You'll see how many subscribers you'll have. Says GOO. Come on, man. Not going to happen. Imagine how I would have to imagine if the Dogecoin original Dogecoin YouTuber, decided to delete my Dogecoin channel and focus exclusively on Shiba Inu. I would have to roast myself. I mean, how could I? How could I? I'll talk about Shiba Inu though. I do want it to be successful. I actually do. I mean, it's fun to hate on it sometimes, just for the purpose of entertainment value. But in terms of actually, do I like it or not? Yeah, I hope it's successful. I do have some Shiba Inu. You remember I bought some, and so I'll continue to hope Shiba Inu does a decent surplus of spikeage here. Cyberthreat says Shiba Inu sucks. Valid. That's a valid opinion. If you want to think that, it's absolutely valued. I mean, it's compared to Dogecoin, nothing will ever be able to have that level of enthusiasm and community, and it won't have Elon Musk. Shiba Inu will never have Elon Musk on board. That's just a fact. I know people can dream and hope, but no, Shiba Inu, if it wants to be successful, it has to be successful on its own through applications and through the community. So it's completely up to the community majority for that to be successful or not. What's up, everyone? Says glory to, glory to, glory to. What's up to you? And Wagme to the moon says at admin. Interesting. We got the meme words coming in. I can't wait to celebrate on final stand for the next Dogecoin spike. Ooh, that's going to be extremely exciting. And when you come here and Dogecoin is taking off again, just think about the energy levels. Think about how fun it will be when I go on and I'm going crazy on the live streams. That's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. It will happen. Hopefully this year. Get QT in QNT rather, or miss out, says Tennessee Ecoman. Good luck with your investment, buddy. They should pay actors less as well, says Indeed TP. Well, yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they get paid that much, because that's what they're worth, right? Most actors do get paid only a small amount. It's like the same thing as YouTubers. If you're a high-level YouTuber, you'll get paid a lot. Or if you're in a field where there's a high CPM, like finance, you can get paid a lot. Even if you don't have necessarily a crazy amount of views, you can still make a good living from it. But the highest paid YouTubers are going to be the ones that are getting the most attention. They're bringing the most people to the platform. They're getting the most advertisers' eyes. And so that's why they're paid significantly more. With actors and actresses, it's the same thing. You see all the news about the big ones, but for every big one, there's 1,000 small actors and actresses in terms of their reach who are getting paid a relatively modest amount, or not a lot at all sometimes, which is unfortunate for them. But maybe they'll get a big role one day. Who knows? Dogecoin to the moon, says Cody. I mean, I've thought about being an actor. That'd be pretty fun. I don't know if I would get any roles, though. I mean, it's a big risk, right? Like, what if we move to Hollywood and we try to get roles? It would be fun. I mean, imagine if I became a movie star. Look, I could do a lot of cool things for Dogecoin as a movie star, and I would invest a lot of money into all the previous crypto picks from the massive paychecks that he gets a movie star. But it's not very easy to become a movie star. Do I even have the talent to become a movie star? I have no idea. Maybe I do. I mean, I like acting. I think I'm decent at it. I don't know. I mean, I've never actually been in a serious film or anything. I've never even been to play. The only acting I've done is like acting classes. And yeah, I had fun with it. I was pretty good at it, but I have no idea if I could actually do it or not. So good at improv, says Alex Johnson. Okay, I appreciate that. Now, that's something I know I would have a lot of fun with. SNL, I'll come on. I'll come on for an episode of SNL. They don't care. They don't want me on there. But maybe one day. Matt, do you trade with leverage? Says James Armour. And yeah, when Dogecoin spikes, then I can go on SNL. How about that? See, I don't like to follow what everyone else does, and I know that Dogecoin is gonna be the one to invest in. Dogecoin, I have no idea what that is, man, but interesting. You're our movie star, Matt, says Sherwin. Wow, I appreciate that. That's actually a really nice comment there. I think you would do great as a movie star. Honest opinion, says glory to. All right. Maybe I'll do it. I'll try out. I'll go to like a what's it called, where you an audition. I'll go to an audition. If I completely totally bomb the audition, I'll never go back again. If I do decent, maybe I get close to getting the role. All right, maybe I'll go to a couple more. Who knows? Maybe we'll be the Final Stand Movie Star channel in like 10 years. That would be nice. Your personality is awesome enough, says Dogecoin to the moon. Oh, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, we just try to have fun on the show. Hopefully, if you can come here, you can smile for a little bit. Maybe you're having a bad day. You can come on and just enjoy taking a break from politics and all the crazy news of the world. Just enjoy some Dogecoin fun, enjoy some cryptocurrency predictions, hear the latest news, and just actually take a break from life. If you can find value in this show in that way, that really means a lot to me. And I hope everyone watching right now finds extreme value, 69% at least. Maybe 420%. How about that? Make your own YouTube skit, says a Silver Skyscraper. Oh, yeah. What's wrong with me? Matt, why haven't you made any YouTube skits recently? Well, it's because it's more fun to make YouTube skits when Dogecoin's spiking. I'll be completely honest. I love making skits when Dogecoin's spiking. When it's not, I still will make some skits, but I have not done it in a while. Well, there's two reasons why. I've been moving. I've been setting up a rental property. Both those things take an extraordinarily long amount of time each. And so it's not easy. Also, you may have seen my tweet. My wife is pregnant. I have a baby on the way, so I've been setting up the crib and everything. I can't wait to hold the baby. It's going to be like a little juju right in my hands. I'm going to hold it. I will, of course, not be able to feed it because I do not have that ability. That will be my wife's responsibility. Maybe I can do a bottle. I can feed her with the bottle. It's a girl, by the way. I'm having a baby girl. Isn't that crazy? Soon, I shall hold up my baby girl for all to see on the Final Stand show, and then I'll get her to say to the moon. She'll be like, "Goo goo gaga to the moon," and we can have a lot of fun with that. We love Doge. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe she'll be a Bitcoin maxi. Imagine how ironic it would be if my kid was a Bitcoin maxi. Just imagine. I mean, I don't know what to do. Is adoption an option? Not really. Okay, even if my daughter's a Bitcoin maxi, I'll still love her more than anything. She's going to be so cute. How can you not love her? Of course she will. When will we see Dogecoin reach 0.7 again, 70 cents? Says NGUN Vaughn. It'll go well above that, I think, this year when the moon landing happens. Dogecoin Satellite also will be a pretty fun publicity event for Dogecoin as well. Not necessarily as big in terms of numbers, but still, that'll be fun too. And the baby needs to have lots of Doge swag. Yeah, we basically, you know how some kids grow up and they're like a big fan of a certain sports team? We'll have to make sure my daughter, she's going to be a huge Dogecoin fan, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe she'll rebel against me and become a Bitcoin maxi. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, we'll get her some Dogecoin, some little Dogecoin shirts, maybe a Dogecoin hat, a Dogecoin crib. Honey, are you okay? Are you watching, honey? Are you okay with that? We'll just decorate her entire room in Dogecoin. I like that idea. Smart girl, it seems, says Tennessee Yuko Man. Yes, hopefully she will be. One day I'll just be like, okay, what should I invest in? I'll ask my daughter, what should I invest in? And she'll give us all the information. I'll put her right here. I'll sit over by the side and she'll tell you all the news and updates because she'll do a way better job than I will, obviously. What's up? Says Upcoin. Upcoin, where did you come from? And Doge1 says Alex Johnson, Dogecoin, favorite. And DoorDash should be a collaboration, says Dogecoin to the moon. Oh yeah, I like that. DoorDash, the luxury brand. Baby girl to the moon, says Bill Kahan. What's her name? Says XHAN4D. I'm kind of thinking it'll be fun to have that be a surprise, but we already have a name picked out, and I like it a lot. Yo, Matt, give us some updates on COC. COC, right now, I've been talking to Martini, who is the lead guy behind it. He's looking for some different things to help COC. I'm trying my best to provide it without being too specific because we don't know if it's going to happen yet, so I don't want to get anyone excited without actually knowing first if it actually will come through. But there are multiple avenues being looked at. The plan is still the same to release the CASINO, and that is, I think, a very exciting note to touch on. You can also go to the Telegram right now and see the latest update from them directly on it, which, remember, no crypto left behind. I think that's the right way to look at it. Zach brought up something from the past. Remember what happened with Accept Crypto was an error by Solidity Finance. I personally lost around 60K from it, which is actually extremely upsetting, and I don't like to think about it too much, but at the same time, I could request that back. I'm choosing not to. Rather, all of that money that I could request back instead goes to the community. I think that's the right way to do it. That's the responsible thing and the right way to handle it. So that's what's happening, and it's already, the first round of refunds has already been sent out by the Accept Crypto team. So I get why some people are wanting to go back in the past and say this or that, but the truth is we really did just have an unfortunate situation. By the way, the market cap did not get up very high. That was literally stopped in only minutes. A lot of people think of it as some huge deal because there was a bunch of big articles that came out about it saying false things, and some of them actually were accurate, like actually saying, hey, here's what happened, but some of them were making accusations and claims, and all that was a couple articles said that, or really it was one article that said that falsely at first, who just doesn't like me, the person who writes for that publication. Then other articles just copied that blindly without actually doing any research. And so it became like a huge thing of fake information going around. Very unfortunate that that's the way the internet works, but it is the way it works. And so that's what happened. But yeah, I mean, you can say anything you want about it. At the end of the day, if it was really a scam or something, then why would it have been stopped after only minutes? The market cap was tiny when it was stopped. It never got very big. It would have gone to millions and millions of dollars almost certainly. We would be talking about a massive coin that could have made a lot of people in our community a ton of money. There's still going to be options for cryptocurrency like that in the future, so don't be too sad about it. We will have other opportunities. Some of them are coming really, really, really soon here. Once the website's up, we're going to go into full gear on that. Also, a crypto mining opportunity I think you'll be very interested in. But all of that could have been significantly different. If it was a scam, you wouldn't just let it go for only minutes. You'd let it go for a very long time and you'd scam people. That's what scammers do. And then they pull the rug by pulling liquidity. No liquidity was pulled. It was just simply an error with the code by Solidity Finance, and then that caused people to not be able to have the fully functioning contract. Then once that was turned back on, then of course all the people got in really early, sold, and it fell back down really fast. And then at that point, I didn't really see any point in continuing on with that specific version of the contract, because I feel like even if you want to do things with it, you could potentially get in trouble. Who knows, right? So I just wanted to be careful in terms of my support of it. And the Accept Crypto team themselves, they also had the same level of caution. They wanted to be careful. And so we all kind of agreed as people who were to any degree involved with it that it was not going to move forward. And I think that was the smart way to look at it. But once again, very, very, very small market cap, significantly under $1 million. It never reached past $1 million. It would have absolutely done that, right? But because it was stopped after only minutes with an alert, it didn't. And so there's really no way to possibly argue that that was some sort of nefarious activity. There's no way to argue anything besides simply the truth, which is that which is what I just explained. I'm not going to go through it again. I guess that would be pointless and boring. So you heard the truth. You know what it is, and all of that can be verified. You can go look at the contracts yourself. It's all public information. You can go look at the voice, I guess, what's it called? The voice call that was done afterwards. You can look at everything. You can compile your own evidence. You can see exactly where each of those wallets went. You can look at everything on your own and confirm all of that. It doesn't just have to be, you have to trust me, which hopefully you would anyway, because I like to imagine I'm pretty trustworthy. But just in case you don't, you can always do that as well. Dogecoin will be accepted by Tesla as well, says Alex Johnson. I just tweeted Elon Musk today. I was like, Elon, Elon challenged the CEO of Twitter to a debate about the bots, and then I said, okay, Elon, I challenge you to a debate about if Dogecoin should be accepted for cars at Tesla right now. What are you waiting for, Elon? Hopefully he'll accept my debate. We'll see. Anyway, I'm Matt Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.